power. So the reason that's important, when it comes down to breaking down ice, you actually have an ice crushing button. So I want to show off the power of it by just using ice by itself. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to hit the ice crushing button. And watch what happens.
It's like a snow blizzard.
It just put a snow blizzard inside. So what's so great about snow blizzards when that happens? Now I'm going to try to do this really fast. Ready? And boop, boop, boop. Look at that. Completely powdered
and perfect.
This is completely just like Christmas. So I love that, and that's what I wanted to show you. There's no bits, guys. If I do this, you're gonna see it's completely powdered. The reason this is so important, again, it has to do with that 1 horsepower that it has, and it's gonna go ahead and pulverize ice for you. So if you've ever had a blender that unfortunately just left those, you have some of it's blended and some of it's not, and then you always get that. With this, you don't have to worry about that. It's going to completely take care of it. So let me go ahead, and as a little added plus, maybe you just wanna, you know, garnish it up for your nice shrimp.
Oh yeah, see, I was thinking snow cones.
I would make a little bit more. You could do snow cones, you can just do beautiful appetizers. So this is one use that you can have for this if you're a party person. And you know, again, it just shows the power and how, you saw how fast that it was able to do that. That's what I love about Cuisinart, always giving you high quality and always giving you something that does the job quickly.
Well, this is one that you're gonna use it all the time. I'm glad that it's gorgeous because you want to keep this one out on your counter. So beautiful with that vibrant lipstick red. It is $99. You're gonna use this every single day, whether you're making smoothies, whether you're making it to crush your ice. So many of us like to be able to have that crushed ice. You wanna make your iced coffees, whatever it is. And of course, you're gonna wanna get the blender cookbook as well. $20 just for the next few minutes on FlexPay. So get it home for $20. A good blender makes a really big difference. If you have a blender, maybe you got it for your wedding and you're like, you know, I got a blender, I don't really use it that often. When you have a good blender, you will use it all the time. All you do is push smoothie and it does all of the work for you. And then of course you can use all of your other functions as well. So what are we making now?
So what I've done now is we've actually, have you ever done a soup? Maybe if you do a split pea soup, I do ratatouille soup a lot. If you want to do, this is a carrot ginger soup. This recipe is actually coming in the book of the 17 recipes that you'll have to choose from. But this carrot ginger soup, here's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna we're gonna turn it back on again. And then we're gonna do 10 seconds on low. So I'm gonna come over to low. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So we're gonna do about 10 seconds there just to get all the big bits going. And then we're gonna finish it off on high. So when we do that, we're just gonna wait till it's blended to about what we want, but this is gonna do your gazpachos, this is going to do any of your soups that you wanna serve pureed. And gosh, there's so many great ideas out there, but my favorite is a carrot ginger soup because again, you're getting those veggies, and ginger just has a way of just making you feel energized, I think. So it's a lot of fun.
It's a tummy tamer too.
Check out how beautifully perfect this soup is.
That looks incredible.
This is the kind of soup that we pay extra money at gourmet restaurants for. And you know, think about it. Also the smoothies we just made, we pay good money for. Why would you have to do that? Think about how many smoothies or how many bowls of soup like this you would purchase before you just purchase this blender to have for a lifetime. You know, that's the difference.
It smells so great. You know, a lot of blenders can't handle hot foods. You know, have you ever had that where you're trying to puree a soup and the top blows off and you're like, great, potato soup everywhere. I'm so excited about that. And that's really hard to clean off with all the starch. Because this is designed to be able to handle the heat, you don't have to worry about that.
So it's a Triton BPA-free copolyester, and what that is, Triton's very high quality. So it's made to endure and it's made to do the work. You know, obviously I wouldn't take it straight from the stove into
it. It has the vent lid too.
It does. I mean, you can take that off and you can pour in through here too. So this is actually a 2-ounce measuring cup. We're gonna use that for our margaritas in just a moment.
I'm gonna take this with me.
Oh, please try some of that. It's so good. So this recipe, the carrot ginger soup, is actually in your recipe book once again. And now let's go to another idea of something that we can do with this that you may say, really? I'm actually gonna take Parmesan cheese cubes. I'm gonna place that down at the bottom, and we're gonna go ahead and grate our Parmesan cheese. I want you to think about how much you spend in the store and how much stuff do they add to keep it fresh for you, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it in there.
Don't keep it fresh.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not fresh as soon as you buy it. In the store, it's not fresh, right?
Right, exactly. Because they're putting all the preservatives in there to hold it and keep it. So I want to talk about pulsing for a minute, because what we're going to do, so I hit on and then I hit pulse. Now you see how they're blinking. So now it's just waiting for me to pick whether I want to do low and high. Now again, because this is a harder substance that we're starting with, let's start with low to get it going, and I'm going to pulse. And I want you just a moment. I'm gonna take pulse off, and then I'm gonna go low. Look what's happening.
Blend it up like clockwork.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to pulse again, just to see, did I get all my bits? I got all my bits. Of course I did.
Wow, that's like your special person coming by going, would you like some fresh Parmesan? Yes,
Precisely.
please.
So here, I'm gonna pop that out and look at this incredible quality that we're getting for our Parmesan cheese. Again, we spent, I have spent upwards of $5, almost $6 just for a package of Parmesan cheese.
Oh yeah.
Why not make it fresh from cheese that you could get anywhere? So if you have your favorites that you want to get that's high quality, now you can make it right on the fly.
It makes such a big difference too. And when you're eating fresh, you eat less because it's a lot more satisfying for you. So if you're like, oh, I don't want, I'm trying to stay away from cheese. If you eat fresh Parmesan, you eat a fraction of what you would if you're shaking it out of the shaker, because it just doesn't have the same amount of flavor. You have to use more to get the flavor. So fresh is always better. And of course it tastes better. It infuses all of your food. And this is, I mean, talking about infusing. So it looks like olive oil.
So now what I'm doing is our dressings. Imagine making every type of salad dressing that you could ever want from scratch, easy as pie. All I did was put olive oil inside, salt and pepper. This is a champagne vinaigrette, so it's actually a champagne vinegar that I'm putting inside. I'm gonna use a piece of shallot, so you see about how much shallot I'm putting in, just the whole thing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on it in a Dijon mustard. These are mostly things we'll have around the house. So you probably have a vinegar, you probably have an oil, you probably have some sort of onion. If you have fresh herbs that you love, whether it's, you know, cilantro, I love cilantro avocado. Think about that, and you could do that with a yogurt. So once we place this inside, so now all we want to do is we want to emulsify this, we want to keep it on low. So we're going to go ahead and just place low. Watch what's happening inside. It's blending this fast. It's blending this thoroughly. So it's completely emulsifying. Go ahead and pop that off.
You can't do the same if you whisk. You know, if you're making a dressing and you're trying to whisk it up, it ends up separating.
When you're trying to get all the little bits and all the little pieces, check out what we have there, that consistency. And you know, I just left the Parmesan pieces in there because I could, right? So here we go. Here's our fresh salad dressing.
Oh my goodness.
The biggest issue with salad dressings that you're buying in the store is not only preservatives and all those sort of things, but sugar, and they're very expensive. If you can do this with items that we keep in our homes all the time and make it fresh and make it good, look at that. That is delicious. You know, it makes it easy. So again, how much are you spending in salad dressings?
Oh yeah, too much.
If you want to get organic or you want to get healthy stuff and you say, no, I don't want the, you know, high sugars in it or anything like that, it starts adding up.
And of course, again, you're going to use more of the dressing when it's not fresh than you do when it's not. So this ends up helping you stay healthy as well. Okay, this is delicious, by the way, the delicious soup. So it has that smoothie function. It has the ice crush function. It's got low and high, and it's so incredibly powerful. It's $20 just for this hour, though. So when this hour is over in just 10 minutes, is that right? In 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes is all you have to get this home for $20. And we're shipping it to you on our dime. Makes it easy to try out. Also, add on that recipe book as well. So what have we got going on here?
Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy, but come with me here. We are going to do our own almond milk. If you are a person who cannot have dairy, and I know we've spoken about that sometimes, it affects someone in your family or yourself. You may be buying almond milks, rice milks, all those sort of things. The nice thing about almond milk, it's easy to make. All we had to do was soak the almonds overnight, place some water inside. I'm gonna do a little bit here of my agave, so about like a tablespoon or so. And just because I like the taste of it, I'm gonna do a little vanilla. Because you know, you can give vanilla almond milk. Sure thing. So once we place this inside, we're gonna go ahead and pop this on top. And then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pulse first, because again, anytime you have something harder inside, you're gonna wanna go ahead and pulse just for a minute, just to go ahead and get that broken up, so you see what's happening. We're breaking up our pieces.
I never knew this is how you made almond milk. I was like, almonds don't.
Now I'm gonna go high. Almost there, so I may go back to pulsing a little bit more if I see some pieces. So if you ever see bits or anything like that that you want to get to, pretty good. Okay, so now, here's the part that I'm gonna skip for this particular presentation, but you may want to strain it first. I like the pulp in it because it's extra fiber. Okay, but if you don't like that and you want to make sure that all the bits are gone,
just use the skinless.
Correct.
Right? I mean,
You could do that.
You could do that.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
But you know, you're getting that extra fiber from the skin,
Yeah,
so that's actually a really nice thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of nutrition in there.
See-through. I want to do this here. Can you imagine? What are you look at this. Look at the consistency of this. Once again, the bits that you're seeing you would strain if you didn't like it. If you do like the fiber, you'll keep them in there. But this is a perfect almond milk. You're not spending $4 for just a small container carton of it. You're making it fresh when you want it.
Right.
And I think that's huge.
That really is. Well, of course, we all think about, you know, our blended drinks, and this is the blender cookbook as well is available at $24 to get that home. But, you know, if your blender doesn't crush the ice as perfectly as this Cuisinart blender does, you're gonna end up with the subpar blended drink. They're like blendish drinks. This is the perfect blender to be able to mix all of your margaritas, your daiquiris, anything with that you need the crushed ice. You don't have to buy crushed ice. That melts so fast.
Yes.
You're gonna crush it all together and it's gonna be perfect. It's like the snow flurry like we saw earlier. This is $30 off today. We're shipping it to you for free, brand new from Cuisinart. You can only get the red here at HSN. It's $20 on Flex for 6 more minutes.
So if I wanted to, I could stop early, but I didn't add the most important part yet, because maybe I wanted to do this for everyone, so everyone can have some. But if I wanted my margaritas to be kicked up a notch, you can. There's a measuring cup here, right, built into the lid, and I love that it's a 2-ounce measuring. So if you want to go ahead and just pour it right in, maybe you could do your first rounds for everyone who couldn't have, you know, the extra additive, I like to call it, and then you can go ahead and just simply add it right in, and then we can go back again, and we'll do our ice crush option. All right, perfect, which is making it absolutely yummy and delicious.
You know what, we only have a few minutes left, so I really wanted to remind people about how these cups come with. So what you're getting is 2 of these to-go cups. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take the lid off, and then the blender grinder actually slides right in here. You flip this upside down, you mix your smoothies right in here, and they're perfect and ready to go. You're getting 2 of these included. Typically, you'd buy a blender that just has kind of like a cup that goes along with it. You're getting your full-size blender. You're getting 2 of these to-go cups, and it's not mix in the blender and then pour into here. You blend right in here, and you're ready to go. That $20 flex is just for the next few minutes. So you gotta get that one right now. This is the first time that you've ever seen it. This is brand new, on its way to being customer picked, because it's Cuisinart. It's the name that we know and love for all of our gadgets in our kitchen. And this is going to be quickly a customer favorite. Chops ice like no problem. Makes almond milk, makes smoothies, and makes of course, your margaritas. This is your party in a blender. So, I'm glad you're gonna show us this again, because this really makes it so special and unique.
It makes it so special, and it's so different because you can take this on the go. So maybe in the morning you're a coffee drinker. So again, you've taken your blade off from your jar, and maybe we have our Santa's White Christmas, which is coming up,
Yeah, we
right?
got Barney's coffee coming up in the next hour.
So we're gonna go ahead and pour that in with just a little bit of ice, and we're gonna take it right into our travel cup. We're gonna take our blade, we're gonna slide it right on, make sure it's nice and tight, and then we're gonna come over to the base. You pop it down, you lock it in. That's all you have to do. We're gonna come over here, turn it on, and then because I'm crushing ice, we wanna do our ice crush. And boom, that fast.
Wow.
We are completely done. Look at this. Look at that, perfect. So
Delicious, and then you just get to put your to-go lid right on.
That's right, so I'm gonna take this right off. I'm gonna go ahead and put my to-go lid right on. I'm gonna try.
That was just coffee and ice? It made it so creamy.
So creamy, so good. Forget about standing on line. Use your favorite coffee, take it with you. This is completely ready to go now. So if you wanted to just take it right into your car, right to work.
And the perfect size to fit into your coffee cup holder.
Exactly. You're getting 2 of those. So if you're a couple and you want to make sure that both of you have your own travel mug to take with you, you get 2 of those. You get the jar and actually the blender base itself.
Fabulous. Well, this is what you're getting. You're getting the blender. You're getting the blender jar, that big, generous blender jar. The 2 16-ounce travel cups. The user manual comes with recipes, but we also have that recipe book that is a great addition. You're going to get that manufacturer. It's a 3-year warranty. You can see we have called down there on the bottom, the Ultimate Blender book, but that 5 Flex is available for 3 minutes. 3 minutes only. We're shipping it to you for free. First time that you're ever seeing it. But this functions as a blender, sort of, it will grind up your almonds and make your almond milk. You get that ice crusher. It's high performance motor, that ultra sharp stainless steel blades. This is your one and done blender. You're gonna keep this out everywhere. We blended the most, I say we, like I had anything to do with it. We, as in Carrie, blended the most delicious ginger carrot soup. It purees, it emulsifies your salad dressings. And of course, to me, this is it. If you really want to be eating healthy, you want that liquid breakfast, it's gonna fill you up all day, you wanna keep your coffee with you, this is the way to do it. And it's just a one and done. So I wanted to tell you about that cookbook, beautiful cookbook that we have here. I know you're still blending away. Gorgeous cookbook, $24.95. Look at that.